Look at your arm. You look hairless, but you're not. There are roughly 5 million hair follicles on your body, and a chimpanzee has about the same number. Same follicles, same density, completely different animal. We didn't lose the hair, we lost the coat. Every follicle still works, it just makes something almost invisible. Thin, short, colorless, vellus hair. Evolution didn't remove the machinery, it turned the output down, which raises an obvious question. Fur is warmth, fur is protection, fur is camouflage, and every other primate on Earth kept theirs, so why would one line of apes give that up? The answer starts with a problem almost nothing else on the planet has. Your body has to stay near 37 degrees, and a few degrees above that, your proteins start to fail. Muscles generate heat, running generates a lot of it, so every animal needs a way to dump that heat. A dog pants moving air over a wet tongue. It works, but it competes with breathing, and a galloping animal cannot pant properly because the gait locks the lungs. An elephant dumps heat through its ears. A pig has almost no cooling system at all and just lies in mud, but you do something none of them can. You have between 2 and 5 million sweat glands spread across almost your entire skin, and no other animal has anything close to that density. On a hot day, you can lose over a liter of sweat an hour, and every drop that evaporates takes heat with it, but evaporation only works on bare skin because under fur, the sweat soaks the hair and just sits there. The cooling system and the coat cannot both exist, so one of them had to go. And what we got in exchange is genuinely strange. We are not fast, right? A chimpanzee can outrun you, so can a goat. But over long distance, almost nothing on Earth can beat a human. There is a hunting method called persistence hunting, where you don't ambush the animal and you don't outrun it either. You simply refuse to let it rest. The antelope sprints away and disappears far faster than you, but that is not the point. It gallops, so it cannot pant, and heat builds inside it until it stops in the shade to cool down. And then you appear on the horizon again, and it runs again before it has finished cooling. Repeat this for 2 hours, then 4, while your body is doing the opposite of struggling. You sweat, you cool, you keep going. Eventually, the animal reaches a temperature it cannot come back from and collapses, not from injury, from heat. This has been documented among the San in the Kalahari, in hunts lasting hours, in temperatures over 40 degrees. Your body is not badly designed for running. It is specialized for it. Long tendons, a huge gluteus maximus, a ligament that stabilizes the head, all of it useless for sprinting and all of it built for endurance. But losing the coat came with a bill. Fur blocks ultraviolet radiation and skin does not. So bare skin in equatorial sun is a serious problem, and the skin underneath had to change. Melanin, a pigment that absorbs ultraviolet before it reaches your DNA. Chimpanzee skin under the fur is pale because it doesn't need pigment when the coat is doing that job, while ours lost the coat and grew the pigment instead. That was the daytime bill. The night bill was worse. The African savanna gets cold after dark, and a furred animal carries its blanket everywhere while you have to find one. Shelter, fire, skins taken from other animals. Every one of those is a technology, and a naked ape is an ape that has to invent things or die. And there is a way to date exactly when we started, because head lice live in hair while clothing lice live in fabric. They are separate species and they split at a measurable moment. Genetic estimates put that split around 170,000 years ago, and clothing lice could only exist once clothing existed, which means by then the fur had been gone a very long time. Put the whole thing together, an ape walks out of the shade and into open heat, trades its coat for a cooling system no other animal has, becomes slow and almost impossible to exhaust, darkens its skin to survive its own advantage, and becomes permanently cold at night. So it learns to make fire, shelter, and clothes. Every blanket you own exists because of this trade. Every heater, every coat, every pair of socks, and they are all replacements for something we deleted. You are not an animal that forgot to grow fur. You are an animal built to walk into the hottest part of the day and keep walking after everything else has stopped. The 5 million follicles are still there, still switched on, still making almost nothing, waiting apparently for an instruction that never came back.